From the first month of marriage, they have started asking me how far. I think this was a month, maybe the second month of my marriage actually. I was in church and I was serving, and then someone actually just passes by and touches my stomach and says, "Don't worry, it will soon happen." Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erima. If you haven't seen me before, if you're a returning subscriber to this channel, you already know how we do it. Welcome back to the channel as always. Guys, today it's gadgets with myself. I'm literally talking to myself. I'm about to rant. Maybe not rant, guys. I don't want to rant on this channel, but as you can see, I'm not upset or anything, but I just have to. He's here. He's literally here, and I feel like someone needs to talk about it, right? I'm reading this book, Yinka, Where Is Your Husband? Guys, I've not gone like half of this book already, so I can't even tell you if it's a good read or not. Wait, I feel like I'm slant. Can you see me better now? This is not me coming to advertise it or anything, but just reading this book is kind of reminding me of old and new experiences, and I just feel like we need to talk about this thing. The more we keep quiet about it, the more everybody is trying to avoid it, because it's quite an uncomfortable topic to talk about, and somehow when you talk about it, it feels like you're also putting yourself out there for more of those kind of conversations to be held. It's just this thing that people do of unsolicited advice, unsolicited questioning, unsolicited conversations. I just started reading this book, and this book is already wild. Like an auntie comes to a family event and calls you out and starts praying for you because you're married. And I'm just actually throwing it back right now to, before I got married, and how people that I barely even talk to, someone legit walked up to me and said they are praying for me. I said, "You're praying for me for what exactly?" Say, "This year is your year, I'm praying for you." I can understand it when it's family members. I can understand it when it's close friends. But for a random person to just walk up to me, I don't know how old you think I am, but for whatever it is, actually, I don't care if I'm even old, in my 30s or 40s. For whatever it is, you just walk up to somebody and say, "I'm praying for you." Why? As I said, I'm not upset. I'm just talking. Have all the people that are unmarried in your circle, have they finished? That you just walk up to me and say, "You are praying for me." Okay. Thank you. I pray God answers you very soon. Because I feel like some people do not understand how uncomfortable these things can be. Like, you meet someone and you're not even so close to that person, and you walk up to the person and you start asking them how far, what's the problem, you're not getting married. I'm not somebody that is pressured, right? I'm rarely externally motivated. So what people say or what is happening around me hardly pressures me into doing some things, but I'm well aware that there are people that get easily pressured. There are people that are already dealing with these things in their head. For example, if you're of marriageable age, right, and for example, people around you are getting married and all of that, you're already thinking about it. Why are you asking me, when are you getting married? Like, do you think you love me more than I love myself? Do you think you care for me more than I care for myself? I see people that I even feel like, this person should know that this is wrong. People that I do not expect to come up with that line of conversations, they are the ones that do it the most. Like, I would never stop you on the way and ask you something personal. So why exactly do you feel the need to walk up to me and have that conversation with me, especially when I do not initiate it with you? It's actually very rude. I don't know, maybe because a lot of people are not talking about these things. Maybe people will help me and share this video so that a lot of people will see it, because I feel like people innocently do. I want to believe that some of them, they are innocent, because they do not know that it's actually rude, it's wrong, you are intrusive, you are in my personal space. You can't be asking me those questions. I had a lot of people when I was unmarried tell me things like, "This year is your year." Do you know if I want this year to be my year? Have you even thought about it? I know that for most women, especially in this our climate, I know that most women desire marriage. Marriage is something they desire, it's something that subconsciously we are taught to look forward to, and we are taught to want, we are taught to desire it. But there are still people that do not desire it. There are people that do not want to get married. There are people that are not done with trauma. There are people that have a particular part of their life right now that is taking so much of their mental health, so much of their mental space, that they cannot think of marriage. Can we normalize minding our business in a very good way? Can we just normalize, if this person, right, is not someone that has initiated this kind of conversation with me, if you have not come to me and said, oh, you know, this thing is actually bothering me and maybe you need to pray with me, even if you choose to pray for the person, right, keep it to yourself. I don't need to know about it. Don't come and add pressure to what another person is going through. I know that there are people that are genuinely struggling, so help them. And now that I'm married, I even thought that, oh my God, I'm going to escape this. I don't know when you guys will see this video. I haven't even been married for up to a year as at the time you see this video, I'm sure. And there are people that from the first month, guys, I'm not exaggerating, from the first month of marriage, they have started asking me, how far? Do you know why this thing actually kind of takes me aback? It's never a conversation I can have with anyone. You guys know Divine, my friend here on this channel. Divine got married a year before I did. And until Divine called me and said, Irima, I am pregnant, it was never anything I asked her. And this is someone that is so close to me. And I didn't ask her that because I don't want to put you under a certain kind of pressure. There are people that get married and in 2 years, they have not been able to conceive. And guess what? There's no problem. They go to the hospital. There is no problem. Like, they are okay. Husband is okay. There is no bad news anywhere. But conception is just not happening because these things are not always 1 + 1. It's not always like that. Let me share an experience with you guys. Thinking about it, it's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. I think this was like a month or maybe the second month of my marriage. I was in church and I was serving, and then someone actually just passes by and touches my stomach and says, don't worry, it will soon happen. To be honest, there are some reactions that I want to give, but then I'm a pastor's wife. But this is my channel, and that's why I'm free to come here and talk, because make it make sense. Who told you I'm worried? People do very crazy things, and as I said, I'm still trying to imagine that this is with the best interest at heart. It's actually not you caring, especially when you are not close to the person. You are not my pastor, you are not my parent, you are not my sibling, you are not my close friend. Can you not ask people that question? It's actually very rude. Pregnancy is not something that is hidden. If someone is pregnant, shall give it time, you will know. It's you being nosy. It's not you showing care. You're not looking for prayer points. You're actually very nosy. Because when this thing happens to some people, the reaction, first of all, is always to... Sometimes the reaction is even shock. You cannot believe it has happened to you. So before you can even talk about it, the situation has passed. The person has passed. Because if you think about, I'm sure a lot of you are going to go wild in the comment section concerning the woman that touched my belly. But if you think about it, like, you're not expecting a random person to walk up to you and touch your stomach. So most times you are not expecting it. So you won't even react. It's not later. When you go back home, in my case, even that later, I cannot do anything, guys. I'm feeling very hot. Even that later, you cannot do anything because you're pastor's wife. If you react to somebody now, what will be going around is, see how pastor's wife reacted. But it's later when you go back and you now sit down and you start processing what happened that you even get the best response you would have given that person. You are asking me about marriage. When will marriage happen for me? Have you gone out of your way to look for a nice person and introduce me to? Because even for my friends, to be honest, I don't ask them. But when I see someone that I feel like, this person and this person will go well, I call you and I say, is it okay if I introduce you to somebody? And this is my friend. I don't do it to random people because I'm not. I don't even ask you how it went. You will be the one to come and tell me, oh, it didn't go well, or oh, it went well. I feel like the reason why a lot of people do it is because let me on the AC, please. Yeah, before I collapse. I hope you guys can hear me. I really hope you can. So I feel like most times why people continue doing these things is because nobody ever talks to them about it. Nobody has had the courage to answer them. The next thing, they'll tag the person as rude, they'll tag you as being insulting. But I just feel that the reason why some people have not stopped doing this thing is because nobody has responded to them. Maybe as you are asking that question, the person you are asking it to replies you in a way you will never forget. it will reset something. But then a part of me is also wondering, is it, you know, when you respond to people, sometimes they might just think that you are being salty, but they may not even get the point. So that's why I feel like this video is actually necessary. Like, this kind of videos are not addressing anybody in particular, just so that we learn generally. Because there are some people that you respond to and they are actually asking from, you know, a very good place, and then when you respond to them like that, it's like, oh my god, I showed care, and this person, you know, acted in this kind of way. So maybe it's good that we do this kind of videos, and a lot of people talk about it more. There are more ways that you can show care without being intrusive. You can actually care. I have women that are looking for the fruit of the womb that I pray for, but I don't even think I have gone out of my way, because I don't know where their mental space is. I cannot go out of my way and start telling them this or telling them that, because I sincerely care for how they think and how they receive things. So what do? I pray for them in my closet. One of them just had a baby, and if I tell you how excited I am about her child, she may not know, but every day she was on my prayer list. So nobody actually needs to know that you're praying for them. Well, except they involve you. Don't go about telling them that. You see people that you're pregnant, they walk up to you and ask you, oh, how old is your pregnancy? When are you due? What are you doing with my due date? What are you doing with my due date? Sincerely educate people around you. Because there are people that I've seen the most elite, the most educated people do this. So I sincerely think that some people don't know. So take it upon yourself to educate people. When someone wants to ask an off question around, you tell them, oh no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't know if this was an all over the place car conversation, but I feel like this was an important car conversation that we should hold. And if you have experiences, you have comments, you have thoughts concerning this issue you want to, you know, share, let's make it a conversation in the chat box. I really want to engage in this conversation. Let's make it a conversation. That's all I can say. I really want us to talk about this, and also I want us to share this video. Educate as many people. Take it upon yourself to educate as many people as you can about this subject. And let's all just live in a better world. Because today you might think, oh, it's all cool. Tomorrow you might be the one going through it. That's the end of my TED Talk. That's the end of my car conversation. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not. Share this video. I think I already said that. Drop your comments. Let's start up a conversation in the comment section. God bless you all. This was not a video to attack anyone. I love you all. I love you. Even if you've done it before, you're on my channel here. You probably have seen that I deleted your comment before. It's not from a bad place. I just feel like it's not something we're supposed to do. So I still love you. Let's just be better, and see you guys in my next one. Mwah!